Hey everyone, welcome to EDCI 6710, week number 3, and this week we are focusing on parents and guardians and their potential role in online environments. Week number 1, we focused on our own online behaviors. Week number 2, we focused on the spaces that our students were participating in. Week number 3, how do we make that connection between school, students, and the home life, if not through the parents? So I'm going to start with a quote from Henry Jenkins, very powerful quote. I'm going to read only the beginning part of it, but you can check out the rest of it in the week 3 module. The idea that young people acquire the skills they need on their own through access to digital media is a myth. The result is that there is a generation of feral children of the internet who have been raised by the wolves of Web 2.0 and a toxic game culture. This myth lets adults off the hook. How could we help if our children are digital natives and we are simply digital immigrants? Children still need guidance and adults helping them acquire the needed skills, competencies, and literacies and providing help in confronting complex problems as they arise. Now, we cannot do that if we don't even understand where they are. I think after the last couple weeks, we understand what's going on and we understand where it's there and we understand the pitfalls. So it's been a good discussion board this past week, and I'm really grateful for the conversations that you all have shared. So just to recap on these conversations, a significant number of you went into Among Us. There was quite a bit that went into Roblox. I actually learned a lot from the Roblox piece and the Among Us piece because there weren't items that I had actually known about until you introduced them there. Quite a few of you went into TikTok. I can't remember who it was, but it was Lydia. Lydia, you gave a pretty good analogy here, or you gave a pretty good example where you said in your English classes you want kids to summarize and to be able to synthesize information, and then you compared it to a TikTok video. You know, you're doing it so well on a TikTok video because you only have 15 seconds or 30 seconds or 60 seconds, you know, just like you do that there. That's how you bring that over. So that's a great example of being able to try and tie the skills to the actual learning. Then another idea or concept that I really appreciated was from Brianna. So Brianna pulled her students to decide on Instagram, and then she also got a lot more in-depth information from her students when talking about Instagram, and then she actually started tying it to like a digital health and kids, the pressure and the bullying and everything that she saw that began to take place or that takes place on Instagram. So that was really well thought out, so thank you very much. And then another student that I noticed had really good views on the topic and in an area that's new to me was Drew. He was talking about Twitch. I've gone on Twitch and I live stream, but I've never actually gone into the space. And so it was interesting because a lot of the issues that you were talking about are different than the issues that I saw people talking about with the younger students, which is obvious, or which is something that makes sense because primary students versus older students is definitely a different it's a different generation, even though, or not generation, but it's a different age gap, and it makes a difference on what they're going through online. But well done, Drew, in sharing. So I highly suggest you go through those Flipgrid posts and kind of see what their thoughts are there. So just do this week. You have your Flipgrid discussion, and this is going to be based on the readings, which are all tailored and geared towards how we can inform parents and share information with parents. And then the autoethnography, the reflection at the end is going to be due as well. And then this is going to be your opportunity to share, like, how can you do this, or how can you, if you do talk about this with parents, how would you be able to talk about this with parents? So for example, can you do a parent night? Can you do a video that informs parents about some of this? Can you do, can you have a parent talk about it? And if it's skills that actually work in the class, you know, how would you use that in the class? And like I said, it was Lydia that made a great point. You know, it's not so much that maybe bringing TikTok in, but using those digital spaces that kids are occupying, using examples from there in the class. So it's like, just like you're trying to make a short TikTok to get straight to the point, that's what you're trying to do with your writing. But yeah, how can you bring those into the class, and what are the relationships between them? After this week, the following week, now we're going to start getting into the tools. What are the actual tools that we can use in our learning environments? And then from there, we're going to be hopping full on into the signature assignment. So really great work this week. I feel blessed being able to listen to everybody's great conversations. So stay safe, and I hope you all have a great weekend.